Wearing a hard hat seemed like a wise idea, given it had previously appeared only a knock to the head would force the apology from the Prime Minister that the Conservatives were demanding. But as the Govan shipyard apprentices busied themselves with fabricating new vessels, Mr Brown finally accepted his share of the blame for the Downing Street fabrication.
Well, I'm sorry about what happened. I've said all along that when I saw this first, I was horrified, I was shocked, and I was very angry indeed. I think the most important thing we do is reassure people that everything is being done to clean up politics in our country. I take full responsibility for what happens. That's why the person who was responsible went immediately.
So why, here on the banks of the Clyde, did the tide turn so quickly? Downing Street had previously argued Gordon Brown had nothing to apologise for. Damien McBride had acted alone, and setting him adrift was the appropriate response. Yet the relationship between the two men was so long-standing, the Prime Minister so closely associated with his former confidant and attack dog, that if he wished to return to sorting out the recession, this issue needed to be put to bed once and for all.
Well, I'm glad that Gordon Brown has apologised, and I'm particularly glad he's taken full responsibility for the culture in Downing Street. Now, there are questions that remain unanswered, but as Conservatives, what we're focused on is changing that culture, showing the public that not all politicians are the same, and making sure that number 10 Downing Street is a building at the heart of our government that people can be proud of again.
Of course, for the Tories to change the culture, there will need to be a change of government, and Labour's key message, that only they are willing to help those affected by the crisis, has time and again been overshadowed by scandal and slur. So, is this the end of what's been less a mini-adventure, more a major disaster? He may have performed a handbrake turn, but as yet, the criticism of Gordon Brown's administration shows little sign of slowing. Neil Patterson, Sky News, Glasgow.